Hi there, my name is Maria Gurieva. I'm the founder of Studyamerica, and we help international students from all over the world get accepted to top US universities. In this video, let's talk about the PhD program in the United States, what is important to know, and how to apply and get accepted. Let's go. One important and very attractive thing about the PhD program is that the PhD program in the United States is always free. So you will study for free and even get some pocket money, and your conferences will be paid, and most likely they will pay for your accommodation as well. So this is a completely free program, which is of course very attractive to international students. However, there is one thing to know about that PhD program is preparing professors and preparing scientists and researchers, so people who want to devote their life to the academic field. And it is not for everybody, because a lot of people, they are not dreaming about becoming a professor, becoming a scientist, becoming a researcher. They dream about some professional career, and the PhD program is not preparing you for a professional career. Of course, a lot of people still get the PhD program because it's free and then try to switch to a professional career. However, the program is not designed for that. So always consider if you actually want to study on a PhD program. Are you ready to study for 4 years, teaching other students, becoming a professor, studying for the academic field? Do you love that academic field? Are you okay with studying it for 4 years, preparing to be a scientist or a professor or a researcher? Do you like research in that academic field? Definitely answer yourself those questions before you apply to a PhD program, because a lot of people get very attracted to the fact that it is free. However, they don't understand what they will have to go through and what this program is designed for and preparing you for. In order to get accepted to a PhD program, another thing that is important and is different from applying to other programs is that it's always better to make a connection to a professor before you apply. So you need to research specific professors that teach on this PhD program and start to make connection with them. It's actually even better to start researching your programs and researching the programs that you want to apply to from actually getting to know specific professors and then learning where they teach. For example, you can research specific academic articles and see who wrote those articles, and if they're in your field of studying, and if you really like that article, see who wrote this article and where this person teach, and then try to make connection with this person. Write something like, I read your article, I really enjoyed the article, I found it very interesting, I'm also very interested in this idea, in this academic field, in this academic topic, and then talk about your experience in this academic topic. Make that connection. Sometimes you can even go further and actually make a Zoom call with this professor, talk about your academic interests, and then after that Zoom call, the professor can tell you that he or she recommends you to apply to this program. And this will be a great boost to your chances of admissions. So it's important to know this and actually try to do this in addition to the general application process, where you need to write essays, you need to write recommendation letters, gain recommendation letters, you need to pass your exams, GRE or TOEFL and TOEFL test. TOEFL test if English is not your native language. So you need to go through the application process, but parallelly to this application process, it's very beneficial to make connections to a professor. And if you know a little bit about the athletic scholarships in the application process to the bachelor's degree, where you also need to find a specific coach of the team and then make connection with this coach, and then he helps you get accepted. With the PhD program, it kind of works similar way. You need to find a professor, make a connection, and then this professor helps you get accepted. And of course, you can research many professors in many programs and make connections to all of them to maximize your chances of getting accepted to a PhD program. If you want to get accepted to a PhD program, or you consider other programs in the United States because you just realized that PhD program is not the best for you, definitely check out my free masterclass, where I talk about how to get accepted to any program in the United States and how to get financial aid. You don't have to get PhD in order to get financial aid. You can actually get financial aid on your bachelor's or on your master's or even in a professional school. And I will talk about my students who also get accepted to PhD programs, master's programs, and bachelor's programs in top US universities. So definitely check out my free masterclass. The link is in the description. In terms of the general admissions process, you need to pass the exams, which is a GRE test and a TOEFL test if English is not your native language. And you need to pass these exams, of course, very well. Besides the exams, you need to submit your transcripts from your bachelor's and master's degrees. You need to show all your grades from your previous forms of education. Also, you need to show your recommendation letters. So you need to ask a professor that taught you to write your recommendation letters, a recommendation letter. And normally you need to have 2 professors to write that for you, to talk about your research skills, to talk about your interests, and etc. Also, it's very beneficial to submit some academic articles if you wrote academic articles and if you published them. So submit those articles and write a resume where you make a note of all these articles. Resume or CV is also an important part of the application process, and you need to show all your educational journey or your academic journey, where you worked, what did you research, what kind of articles you wrote. All of that needs to be in the resume. Besides, a lot of people ask if they need to apply to the PhD program after the master's, or can they skip the master's? They can skip the master's. So you don't have to go to the master's degree if you already know you want to get a PhD degree. It's not everywhere, but generally you can apply to a PhD degree straight after your bachelor's degree. In terms of the documents, the GRE and TOEFL tests, the recommendation letters, the essays, the resume, and of course the applications and your transcripts from all the other schools where you studied, from the bachelor's or from the bachelor's and the master's if you took both. You submit that application before the deadline. The deadlines are different. They can be in December, in January, they can be in November, in September. It's all different. They can be in March. So definitely research your deadline so that you can submit your documents by the deadline and be considered for the admissions. If you know that PhD is your goal, then keep in mind that you need to show that in your essay. Essays are extremely important in the application process, and if you submit your essay, and when you write your essay, you need to include all the things that will help you get accepted. You can include all your academic journey, all your background that led you to this point of your career where you decided that you need to take a PhD. Then you also need to talk about the program at this university, and you need to talk about the specific professors with whom you want to work, why you want to work with them, what kind of articles you read, why you like the academic program, and how this academic program will help you to reach your goal. And then another part of your essay needs to be about your future goals and why this PhD program is necessary in order to get you to those goals. When you write your essay, keep in mind that you need to devote a specific time, devote enough time to the essay, and be ready to edit it, to polish it, to rewrite the whole thing all over again, because the essay is the crucial part of your application process, and it is actually the most important part of that. So even in the essay, you write your entire motivation and your entire background, and by the essay, the professor will, or the admissions committee will make their final choice. And about the PhD program, consider what I just said and research the programs, research the professors. If the university is called the university, then it means they have the PhD program. If the university is called college, then they might not have the PhD programs. So consider the PhD programs. Of course, start with the most prestigious PhD programs in Harvard, Stanford, etc. But also keep in mind that other schools are extremely great as well. The American education is extremely prestigious, and a lot of money, more than $800 billion every year, is invested in the education in the United States, which makes a lot of programs in many other schools extremely prestigious. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. There are a lot of very important videos about the admissions process in the United States that you will find very helpful. And of course, check out my free masterclass. Please share in the comments what you think about the PhD program. Do you want to apply? And press the bell because it helps my channel to develop, which is very important for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos and in my free masterclass. Bye bye!